Hi everyone, today I'll be discussing the solution to the problem to find the maximum sum such that no two elements are adjacent. This problem is also known as stickler thief. If we have to solve this problem using the given example, there could be two sets of elements among which one will be true. If we sum the elements at a of 0, a of 2 and a of 4, we get 25. And if we have to add the numbers in the other set, that is a of 1, a of 3 and a of 5, we get 110, which is the answer. I'll use two variables in and ex, that is inclusive and exclusive, and by this what I mean is one variable will be used to store the sum of the elements up to the current element, and the other variable ex contains the sum of the other set. So initially the value of in would be 5 and ex would be 0, and in each iteration we store the max value among in and ex in temporary variable called n, and this variable n will be used in the next iteration. Then we add the value of ex and the current element and store the result in in variable. By doing this, we are basically storing the sum of two sets. How this logic works will be more clear when we do the dry run of the program. So I'm using three variables, I for index, in and ex variables, to store the sum of the two sets. At index 0, the value of in is 5 and ex is 0. At index 1, we store the maximum value of in and ex variables in ex variable, therefore the value of ex is 5. And in is ex plus a of I, which is 0 plus 5. Please note that the value of ex used is the value of the previous ex variable and not the current one. We sum the previous ex value and the current element at the index, so no two adjacent elements are added. Then at index 2, the value of ex is max of 5 and 5, which is 5, and in is equal to 5 plus 10, which is 15. At index 3, the ex is 15 and the value of in is current element plus the value of ex, which is 100 plus 5, 105. Similarly, at index 4, the value of in is 15 plus 10, which is 25, and ex is equal to 105. Finally, at index 5, the value of ex is max of 105 and 25, which is 105, and the value of in is current element, which is 5 plus the value of ex, which is 105. So the sum becomes 110. The time complexity of this problem is big O of n, as we have traversed the loop n number of times. One more important thing to note here is that the set of the elements whose sum is stored in the variable in are switched at every iteration. See, at index 0, the value of in has a sum of the element a of 0, and at index 1, the variable in has the sum of element at index a of 1. At index 2, the variable in has the sum of elements a of 0 and a of 2. At index 3, it has the sum of elements a of 1 and a of 3. At index 4, it has the sum of a of 0, a of 2 and a of 4. And finally we get the set whose sum is the maximum, which is 110. We can get the maximum sum in either of the two variables, and that's why we return maximum of in and ex variables as the answer. Moving on to the code. First we ask the user to enter the size of the array. Then we initialize the array with the same size and user enters the sum of the array, and finally we call the sum function that takes the array and the size of the elements as a parameter. Then we initialize the variables in to a of 0, ex to 0, and a temporary variable to store the new value of ex, which is used in the next iteration. Then we iterate the array and use the same logic I explained before and return maximum of in and ex variables. Let's run the program. The size of the array is 6, and here I forgot to enter the statement asking the user to enter the elements of the array. So after fixing this issue, I've written the size of the array is 6. The elements are 5, 5, 10, 100, 10 and 5, and the sum we get is 110. I hope you have understood the explanation, and that's it from my side today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.